Good yo, it's Octopus. Today I'm going to show you how to make this Tearout bass. This is the preset. It's called Neckbreaker Bass. You can find it in my Rave preset pack like I said. It's only $15 right now. Before watching this video, go to your matrix and you want to select LFO3 in the source, and then you want to put this on 16% and then main tuning in global, and you want to put macro free over here. Just select macro free and put it all the way up. My macro free has been all the way up throughout the whole tutorial, and I show you the sound at the different stages before the effects, and I had the macro on the whole time, so make sure you have it on as well. So first thing that you want to do is you want to get this sample, and this is the Blue Zone sample. It's an impact sound effect. This is what the sample sounds like. So you just want to drag that sample into the oscillator A, and when you drag it in, you want to put octave +1, and you're going to select this section right here. Go to this filter here and make it look like this, and then you're going to scan this on 4 right here. Level all the way down, and then LFO1 on the level all the way up. Next, you want to get the sub, -3 on the sub. This is what it's going to sound like. So it sounds interesting. Also, there is some external effects on this preset, and it's just a stereo effect and a reverb / delay and a little EQ. This doesn't really change the sound massively. This bass has 3 macros, which I'm going to get to in a second. You want to make this LFO1 basically look like this envelope. Then you're going to get the noise in here, AC hum 1, level all the way down. We're going to put a macro on, not a macro, but an LFO, because you want to, there's 3 LFOs being used here. So an LFO2, you want to shape it like this, envelope, and throw it onto this noise. And I might as well show you the LFO3. You just want to make it look like this envelope as well. And basically, we're going to activate the filter now. The filter is MG low 18. Cutoff is 45. LFO1 is on this cutoff, 66%. Reso is 0. LFO1 is 70% on this cutoff. And it's just on A, oscillator A, the filter. And that is pretty much it for the LFOs on this section. When it comes to the macros, we are using 1 macro actually right now, but the macro here is on 4 things right now. So this one's on the scan, so you just want to put the scan on to -27 for this macro. And then we're gonna move over to the second macro. This is just automating 1 thing, which is the octave. So here, this is all, just move it down a little bit, I think actually. Yeah, and then the third macro is in the effect section. So we're gonna go to the effect section now. The effects. Now this is what it sounds like, by the way. Now the distortion is the first effect we're gonna add, and distortion, that's what it sounds like with distortion, all the way up with the mix drive 88% tube, and this is all default. And here we're not really, we don't have any macros on this or anything, any filters. Next one is the compressor, multi-band compressor, so just select it here. And this attack is 90.1 milliseconds, release same thing, and gain is just 7.6 dB. This is you can just copy the values, 90% and then 132%. And here we are not automating anything. So now we're moving on to the splitter, LM low, mids, highs basically. So I've only done the highs on the splitter. So you want to get convolve hyperdimension. Convolve basically on this splitter is electric guitar. I love using Convolve, by the way, for Tearout basses, especially. Electric guitar cab 1, and you want to get size 159%, tone -26, LFO 1 goes on a tone, and I believe, and also it goes on the attack, which attack is 111 milliseconds, LFO is 22, and decay 40. This, I don't remember if I changed any of this. 5% -18, mix is 32%, LFO 1 on the mix is 8%. So we are using the macro here, first one on the mix, and it's -6, then here -6, -3, that's pretty much it. And then hyper, we're gonna use hyper dimension as well, mix 63, detune 25, and here we're not really automating anything. So now the delay basically has just linked this L and R, left and right, 18.66 milliseconds. Make sure you select MS here as well. 51, 3431, 1.5. Mix is 50%. We're not automating anything in here. And then bold, mix 100. And this, I don't know, blur, I think I've changed that, -57 here. The feed delay 100, yeah. Then Convolve again. So with the bold right now, that's what it kind of should sound like. We do have this macro without this macro actually. Convolve now, which basically is electric guitar cab 1, size 568, tone 6%, and then mix is 14%, and attack 3.5, 40, 0, -18 dB. Tone, I think I said 6%, and size 568. So that's pretty much everything here that we have covered. And the effect 2 is being automated in the beginning of the song. As you can see, it is moving. And it's basically just on one thing, the octave, the effect 2. The post-processing of the bass has EQ, and it's got a boost at 42 Hertz. Valhalla vintage verb. This isn't really essential. If you don't have it, don't worry, it's okay. You can just use reverb or delay. You can copy these settings if you want, if you have Valhalla. And then stereo, I use kilohertz, but if you don't have it, don't worry, that's fine. You know, don't worry about it, that's fine. Don't worry about that. Thank you for watching.